This morning, opening statements beginning in the first criminal trial of an American president. Donald Trump expected back in the courtroom in Lower Manhattan, where he pleaded not guilty to charges of falsifying his internal business records, a low-level felony. But the story prosecutors are expected to lay out for the jury of 7 men and 5 women today, far more sweeping. One of a presidential candidate in damage control after the release of the Access Hollywood tape, directing his former fixer to pay off Stormy Daniels on the eve of the 2016 election to keep her quiet about an alleged tryst from a decade earlier, later reimbursing Michael Cohen in monthly checks, prosecutors say, creating a phony paper trail.
It's more important for the prosecutors to get the jurors on their side early. I always used to tell the jurors, this is the table of contents. So when they're listening to the evidence, they'll go, uh-huh.
The former president denies any encounter with Daniels. His defense team likely to argue Cohen has an axe to grind against his former boss, writing an entire book called Revenge. Cohen expected to be a key witness at trial. Also, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, who prosecutors will argue helped catch and kill damning stories about Mr. Trump, now expected to be the state's first witness called at trial. Meanwhile, the limits of Mr. Trump's weekend campaign strategy coming into focus now, bad weather forcing him to cancel Saturday's rally in North Carolina.
I'm devastated that this could happen.
The likely GOP nominee instead trying to use the existence of the trial itself to make his case.
Instead of being in Pennsylvania or Georgia, I am sitting in a courthouse all day long, and this will go on for another 4 or 5 weeks, and it's very unfair.